is 102. I'm going to go ahead and jump in and we can get started. Today we are, so a little backstory here. I read this book, right? You've probably heard of the 10X rule, Grant Cardone, heavily in real estate investing. A couple years ago, posted that photo on Facebook a little bit ago. And the concept really stuck with me. It's just very simple in the sense of, the thought behind what you have to do in order to go from ordinary to extraordinary. And it all lies in action. What's great about the last few months, and I'll say this and agents are going to be like, it's not great. No, what's great about the shift and the change on the market the last few months is it's given us more time and opportunity to do those things that we know we need to do well in order to succeed in this business long term, and to avoid those highs and lows and market changes and slowdowns and all that good stuff. It is an amazing time to be in this business and in real estate. I know some agents are can be discouraged, and it's hard when you go from a crazy frenzy to a more normal market. You're like, wait a second, what am I doing here? So when I was trying to think of certain trainings, this book and just concept really kind of stuck out to me. And you really just do have to think bigger, be bolder, and at the end of the day, take action, and not just any action. Take massive action. When we're talking about action, you can make one phone call a day and that's taking action, right? Or you can make 10 phone calls a day, 20 phone calls a day, 30 phone calls a day, and get results, much bigger results, much quicker. So that's kind of the concept for today. I am going to go over 10 strategies that you can leverage over the next 12 months and into, just into 2023. They're not going to be, not all of them are going to be reinventing the wheel at all. It's picking one or a few and going all in, right? Throwing the dice, going all in, putting everything you have into those strategies and process so that you can reap the rewards from the action that you've taken. So we're going to go through those. Quick question, if you can just throw it in the chat box. Who has actually read the book, The 10X Rule? Do you follow Grant Cardone? Who's read the book? And towards the end, I'm going to give some of them away, so we'll make sure that people get copies of this, because it's just honestly one of the best books that I've read. But who has read it? I'd be curious to see in the chat box there. Maybe nobody's read it. Maybe I'm giving away 11 books today. 11's a good number. Have you heard of the book? Let's see, where's my little chat box there? Why can't I see this? Gotta love technology. Here we go. Jackie asked what's the title? The 10X Rule. The 10X Rule is the name of the book. The 10X Rule, Grant Cardone. Good. So Sarah's heard of it, not read it. Awesome. So that's going to be good. That means it's fresh material for you. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. Of course, please write Rock Title in on your next contract. We really appreciate your business. We have several offices and branches across both Arizona and Nevada. We are growing nationally. If you don't know who your escrow officer is or your sales executive, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to connect you with them. We continue to invest in technology, platforms, training and development series like this to bring you guys the best material so that you can really stand out in your market. We're very passionate about that. So if you haven't worked with us before, please consider writing us on your next contract. So what is the 10X rule, right? This concept came from Grant Cardone. If you don't know who he is, you can Google him. He has, billions of dollars in real estate investments for cash flow and things like that. But he came up with this concept. And so its extreme success is by definition outside the realm of normal activity, right? So everyone who has had massive success in their life don't just do normal action. Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to make one phone call a day, or no. When you are passionate about something, you have a goal, you're going to go after it, and you're going to take massive action towards that. So instead of behaving like everybody else and settling for average results, Take massive action with the 10x rule. Remove luck and chance from your business equation and lock in massive success. So again, you don't want to go into it blindly or anything like that. You just have to work hard, right? And not necessarily physically working hard and exhaustion, but be smart, right? In the action that you're taking. So while most people operate with only 3 degrees of action, right? We have no action being taken. We retreat because we did it once or twice and we're like, did not get any results from it, or it's hard or something like that. So we retreat back, or just normal action. Okay. But if you're after big goals, you don't want to settle for the ordinary. Right. I think we all got in this business for different reasons, but one, flexibility, right? Real estate can be flexible as much as we think it isn't, because we work 24/7. Flexibility, the opportunity to earn a very great living, right? So I think our goals can kind of align in the sense of what we have to do to be extraordinary. So to reach the next level, you must understand the coveted 4th degree of action. This 4th degree, also known as the 10x rule, is that level of action that guarantees that you will realize your goals and dreams. So I'm gonna go through 10 different strategies that you guys can dive into and double down on. Again, this isn't, you need to adopt all of these. It's like when I train on social media. Oh my gosh, I have to use 5, 6, 7 different platforms. No, pick one, double down on it, go all in, make it the best it could possibly be, and then add in something else. Okay, so as we go through this, just don't get overwhelmed. But I want to bring you guys some different strategies and ideas for 2023 that you can start taking action today in order to see those results in Q1. I love this here too. You must outwork and outservice competition to succeed. Okay. Again, can't be ordinary. Got to outwork them all. All right, let's go through here. So here's 10 strategies to 10x your business. First one, CMA Day Challenge. We just talked about this. I was talking to Troy about this. We did a training on it last week. CMA a Day Challenge. What is that? That is literally sending at least 1 CMA per day. And here's a success story. Jimmy Burgess, who's a contributor to Inman News, generated $11 million in listing business within 3 months. Okay. I love data for the fact that I can work backwards. If I know something is going to take me X amount of time, or a process is going to take X amount of times in order to reap the rewards or see a result, I can then work that backwards and say, okay, what do I need to do in order to get to $11 million worth of listings? Who wants $11 million worth of listings? We all do, all day, every day. So Jimmy did 1 unsolicited CMA per workday. Okay, keyword workday. With holidays and days off, that totaled 72 CMAs done and emailed or mailed over that 3-month period, which directly resulted in more than $11 million worth of listings. Okay, so if we know, and it's different for all markets, it's not going to be exact. You're not going to send 72 CMAs and get exactly $11 million. Might be a little less, might be a little more. But if we see a data point of 72 CMAs done, and that equated to $11 million in business, why aren't you doing it? Right? Why aren't we implementing that into our business? So the following is a system strategy that he used to see the incredible results. So begin with the understanding that we will specifically target 3 main groups with these CMAs. So people you have told you that they were interested in selling within the next year or 2, past buyer clients who live in a home that you sold to them, people who are homeowners in your area that you've met through marketing activities. Okay. In my mind, anyone who owns a home is getting a CMA. Anyone I know that owns a home is getting a CMA. It does not need to be complicated. In the masterclass we did a 1-page comps for CMA. Okay. We used the monsoon. We use the tax records, that comp tab on there. We went through, did a 1-pager. I had sticky notes. They did a handwritten sticky note in there. Okay. Just, here's some comps in your area. If you're interested in what your home is worth or where your home stands with these, give me a call. One specific agent in Prescott had an amazing result of multiple conversations. I think she got a listing out of it at the following class that we did. She was talking about, but multiple agents within that masterclass. One of the modules, we did a CMA challenge, and they sent out 25 CMAs that day. Okay, so if we can send 25 in one day, imagine what you can do. Okay, but they got results. It created conversation. And all they did was a one pager, sticky note on it, handwritten, folded, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and sent to them. It's 100% open rate. If you're getting an envelope with a stamp on it, you're opening it. And we're going to talk about that as direct mail in just a little bit. So again, I empower you. If you haven't tried a CMA a day, I would try it. Set small goals, maybe a 1 week, 5 days, right? Commit to 5 days. Once you got to the 5th day and you put that in the mail, it was done. You're going to feel amazing. Do another week. Do another week. And now it's just in your process, in your regimen of, all right, today's a new day. Who am I sending a CMA to? Okay. Again, 72 CMAs translated to $11 million in listings. It's a lot of commission. Would $11 million in listings change your life? Right? It would. It would. Strategy 2, database. Double down on your database and massively grow your contacts. Who on the call has a solid database that they communicate to on a consistent basis? Maybe some, right? We're not the greatest at it, okay? I'm also an agent, if you didn't know. I've been licensed since 2016. I get it. I was a sales manager for a team. We had 60 agents. I get it. Database is always a struggle, but it is by far your number one asset in this business, by far. You want to be long-term, okay? You don't want to be chasing leads all the time. Database is where you have. So do you have a database? Organize it so you can communicate consistently and frequently with them. How does this go into with a 10X rule and just massive action? Growing it, right? Set big goals to add to your database every day. 10 new contacts per week or more, right? Anytime I meet with agents, are you growing? Are you intentionally growing your database? How many people are you adding into your database every single week, every day, right? Could be a daily goal. Out communicate the competition with high value content, right? So once we have all these people in our database, we're communicating with them, high value content, time block to work on and in your database daily. Just like prospecting, your database is a growth factor. You should see that number going up. Introduce yourself to local businesses and connect with owners. Add them to your database. Work with them on promotions or collaborate. Maybe there's a new local coffee shop and you're adding that into a mailer that you're sending or an email or however you're communicating to your database, right? You're promoting a new business. Maybe they're going to give you a % off a coffee, something like that. Leverage local business owners so that you can tap into their database as well. Real estate agents lose 20% of their clients annually due to attrition. The number one reason cited for this loss was a failure to stay in touch with their clients and database. Okay, so as you go into the new year, right, we're at the end of the year, we're gearing up for next year. Make sure you guys are taking the time to work on and in your database, and more importantly, growing it. So if you're thinking, you know, I'm going to add 3 new contacts this week, or make a goal for 3 new ones a week, triple that. Make the goal 9. Okay, right? Massive action. Make the goal 9. Can you confidently add 9 new people to your database every single week? It's possible. It's definitely possible. We meet people every single day. It's just like when agents ask me, you know, what do I post? I need content to post or around content all the time. You're in houses, you're at meeting new clients, you're at restaurants, coffee shops, hiking. We're surrounded by content. This phone takes beautiful photos, right? It's the same thing for database. We're around people, we're meeting new people every single day. So just make sure, be intentional and conscious that when you're meeting somebody new, they are going into that database. Number 3, open houses. Okay, so with the change in the market, there are way more opportunities to set open houses and strategically meet new clients and homeowners. I'm not talking 1 open house a month, right? Again, remember in the beginning, I said, it's not like you need to do all these and you're going to be overwhelmed. No, be intentional. So we're not talking one a month. If an open house strategy is going to be your gameplay for next year to meet new people and close more deals, massive action meaning multiple per week. Is it 2 per week? Is it 3 per week? Are we that busy to where we can't sit in open house? And it's not just sitting in the open house, it's meeting neighbors, it's meeting homeowners. There's a lot more that goes into it when we're intentional about it. So walk the neighborhood, invite and talk to the neighbors about that local market, wherever you are. Have stats or something of value to leave behind with them when you're inviting them. Here's the thing, if you're doing open houses, if this is going to be your strategy, you're talking to a lot of people during that time period, whether you're inviting them, you're door knocking. You actually have a conversation with someone, they open the door, you have a quick conversation with them. You notate the address. You shook their hand or you introduced yourself and now you have their name. Now you're going to go to the tax records. You're going to look up that name. What are you going to do with that information? What was the previous slide? Database. You're going to add it to your database because you physically had a conversation with someone. That's the start of that relationship. So getting in front of potential clients is your goal, and especially homeowners. Open houses give you a reason to door knock and talk to them. Present yourself as the knowledgeable professional who takes his or her career seriously. If you want to look at how to have mega open houses, just Google Tom Ferry Mega Open House Strategy. Is an awesome way that agents are winning with that. It's not just throwing out a few signs and sitting there and just waiting for people to walk through the door. It's being strategic, right? It's a lot of signs. It's a lot of notification. It's a lot of letting neighbors know and inviting them in. And the last one here is going to give most of you anxiety, but go live on Facebook and Instagram, right? The beauty of going live on these platforms, you can even go live on YouTube. The beauty of going live on these is, one, you can get in front of even more people, but when you go live, every single person that follows you gets notified, right? As soon as somebody goes live, it pops up on your phone. So-and-so just went live. So it's an opportunity to leverage the time that you're there at an open house to then connect with people digitally. Lets them know you're out working. You're in the business. You're in it every single day. So it can create a new, more conversations. Maybe somebody pops on and they're like, oh my gosh, that backyard, the kitchen, whatever it is, right? Just another conversation. But when I say open houses, I'm not saying one a month. I'm saying you have to do several per month and do them with intention. Make sure you're door knocking, make sure you're inviting neighbors, you're having those conversations. Farming. Farming can be one of, two things. It can be costly. However, doesn't have to be. So it's either going to be, are you going to build sweat equity, okay, or pay the check equity, right? So there's either way, you must plan out exactly what it will cost, both in dollars and time. You want to budget so you're able to market to each home in your farm at least, this is a big number, 3 times per month for the first 3 months, and then 2 times per month thereafter. Now, when I say market to each home, I'm not necessarily saying putting a stamp on something and mailing it, okay? Maybe you do that once per month, and then you're doing an open house within that farm, and you're inviting neighbors in, right? It's that sweat equity. You want to commit to your farm for a minimum of 12 months. Every time a new home comes on the market in your farm, you should be the first to preview it. Okay, every time a new home comes on the market within your farm, you should be the first preview. Add digital components to your farm for layered marketing, like a Facebook group for that community or area, maybe a blog for that community, social media ads, hashtags specific to your farm area. This is another great one. Every time a new homeowner moves in, deliver a welcome to the neighborhood basket, all branded to you, right? Inviting them in, welcoming them to the neighborhood, inviting them in. And of course, any open houses within that farm, you want to make sure you at least try to sit there. A lot of agents don't like sitting open houses, so maybe they will let you sit their open house. It's in that farm, but leverage that. Okay, so when farming, it comes to the 2 things, whether you're going to build sweat equity or pay the check equity. Either way, you want to make sure you're constantly communicating to them. Feeder markets, huge opportunity here. Huge, especially in Arizona, or if you're in Vegas, right? A lot of people are moving here from other states. So feeder markets, also known as referrals from other agents and other markets. Every market has feeder markets where people are moving from and where sellers in your market are moving to. So building a database of agents in these feeder markets provides you with the opportunity to provide value to the agents, leading to more referral opportunities. There's several agents that I talk to that really want to, increase the referral business. This is a huge way for you to be able to do that. Huge way. So the value added to these agents can be updates for your market or tips on how to grow their businesses. The key is to educate and entertain. Okay, if you consistently communicate and add value to this group of agents, you will see more referrals. Again, it's just like if we're staying in touch with our clients, we have to keep in touch with them consistently with high value content. Same thing for agents in other markets. Update them, right? So what are you going to do to update them? Keep these agents updated with reasons why their clients should invest in real estate in your market. Arizona and Nevada are amazing places to invest in real estate. Businesses are moving here. Hey, Apple just opened up a new facility here. It's going to create X amount of jobs. Talk about the local economy, right? Weather, outdoor activities, things to do. Arizona is a golf destination, right? We have the Phoenix Open coming up soon. These are all great reasons. We have what's coming up in was it February? Right? What do we have coming up here in Arizona? Super Bowl. Is that February or is it the end of January? Can't remember the date. But you know what? It's a huge opportunity. I was at a listing appointment yesterday. And the guy was like, I think I'm going to hold off and rent out my casita because the Super Bowl is coming up. But those are great ways to communicate to those feeder markets and agents, right? Leverage platforms like LinkedIn to connect with other agents. Please, please, please leverage LinkedIn. It's one of the most underutilized platforms, but that is a great place for you to go and keep in touch and meet agents in other markets. Everyone's favorite topic that I just push so hard, video, video, video. Okay, so maybe this is a strategy that you go 10x on. So this is what I think video is. I think video is the new location, location, location. And I say that because I always follow where consumer attention is. We're all consumers. We all consume video. Who on the call has not heard of YouTube? Okay. Right. NAR released this stat, which is astounding. 51% of home buyers choose YouTube as their number one research platform when buying a home. 51%, more than half, choose YouTube. Agents that are leveraging this platform and producing high quality video. When I say high quality, I don't mean 4K. You have a film crew, right? HGTV standing in front of you and you have all this great stuff. No, I mean content. Be of value. Have high quality content. But why YouTube? Think about it. We still say just Google it or Google this, Google that. But what are we doing now? We're going to YouTube for how-to videos. How do I fix this on my phone? How do I change the brakes on my car? What is the best, cooking thing for mixing stuff or whatever? We go to YouTube for everything. Because it's easier, we want to consume the video content. It's easier to follow along that way than to read blog articles and things like that. Right? We're a lot more visual now. So short form video is best, and YouTube Shorts make it incredibly easy with minimal editing. I've done trainings on YouTube Shorts and YouTube. They're on Rock University. You guys can always watch those. But the beauty of YouTube Shorts is it allows you to record, pause. It really eliminates a lot of the editing factor that holds us back from creating video. So I definitely leverage that. Post everywhere, send to your database. Talk about the market, but also why people should buy where you are. Reasons to move. The weather, outdoor activities, schools, businesses moving to your market, new restaurants and bars, interview local business owners, preview homes, really nice homes. There's a guy out of Calgary, and I think he's now licensed in the US and Florida. I just saw a video on there, but his name is Brad McCollum, and all of his listing leads directly come from his YouTube channel now. He's built an amazing channel by just previewing homes in Canada. They're beautiful homes. He has like 34,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube. He's making money on YouTube, but all of his listing leads come directly from his YouTube channel. So leverage YouTube as a platform that has the consumer's attention. Set time aside to bulk record. I get the objections, but have you tried it? Right? Biggest objections: I don't like the way I sound. I don't like the way I look. I can't edit. We can name it all day long, but remember, if we want extraordinary results, we have to get over it and just do the work. Okay, so set time aside to bulk record. Video has transformed many agents' businesses. Be value first, the rest will follow. Let's talk about conversations. So I do this exercise with agents in a lot of trainings, talking about how many conversations you have to have in order to reach your goals. Again, data is huge for me, because if I have a data point, I can work backwards. So you have to focus on more conversations to land more appointments, which then lands to more deals. So you can use this formula to figure out how many more conversations you will need to win bigger. So data shows that on average, 50 conversations will lead to a closing. If you know that 50 conversations will get you a closing, again, it's not exact, it's give or take, but around 50 conversations will lead to a closing. Wouldn't you just make it a goal to have more conversations to hit that? So let's say you want to close 50 transactions next year. That's 2,500 conversations for the year. That's a big number, right? We're already retreating. We're like, there is no way I'm having that many conversations, but you have to break it down. So, based on the formula, it's going to average about 250 per month, because we don't work every single day for the whole year. And that averages to about 13 per day. Okay, we can handle 13 a day. What happens if you miss a day? You're gonna have to double up on that. Okay, so you missed a day, you're now doing 26 calls or 26 conversations. We have to put ourselves in situations that open up the opportunity for more conversations. And I put here, even name tags help. So I have a story. I was in a Starbucks drive-through. I had my real estate name tag on. The gal serving me said, "Oh, you're an agent. I just got pre-qualified." And I said, "Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations." And she goes, I need an agent now to look for a condo. And we just started having a conversation. The car behind me probably hated us, but I'm working a deal here. So, we had a conversation, give her my card. She called me. 30 days later, we found her the perfect condo, closed the deal. Again, that was just a conversation. So I just wanted to add that in there for the name tags. It might be old school, but it works. But what does it do? It creates conversations. So who are you going to talk to? Past clients, sphere, open houses, neighbors, while you're at restaurants, like I was just saying, expired listings for sale by owners, your vendors, agents in other markets. If there's reason to talk to somebody, do it. But the goal of this slide here is for you to understand that you have to have way more conversations than you may think in order to reach those goals that you have. Direct mail, number 8. So there's huge opportunity with direct mail right now in a digitally saturated world. Everything has gone online. We get tons of emails. Facebook, we're flooded. Social media, we're flooded with stuff, right? Ads everywhere. It's insane. So there's a huge opportunity for direct mail to kind of weed out through all that noise. So be different, stand out, use different colored envelopes. This is something I do in my business. Okay, I usually do black envelopes, or maybe I've even had like gold shimmery envelopes from Amazon. They're inexpensive. They're not very much. And use an actual stamp. Okay. Be strategic. I understand the cost, right? Direct mail, the stamps, it's expensive. So be strategic with it, but there's massive opportunity there for sure. Send value-focused content. not just real estate stats and information. Talk about law changes that affect homeowners, businesses that are moving here, charity events, local events, holidays, in addition to, of course, local stats, things like that. Don't be afraid to send more than once per month. I send twice a month. One's real estate related, one's not. As long as it's value focused. Okay, people will always open mail in an untraditional envelope or color, especially if it has a stamp. You virtually have a 100% open rate. Now, you send a postcard, the chance of that getting pushed in with all the other postcards and mailers and things like that is high, right? It could just go in the trash, but an actual envelope, they're opening it. Partner with local businesses to promote their food or service in your mailings as well. Create a win-win opportunity for local business owners and your prospects. Even promote your videos. We're going to talk about seminars here in a second. Promote videos within there. Hey, scan this QR code to watch my latest video on why you should invest in real estate in Arizona. Scan the QR code to watch my latest video on, the top 5 companies in Arizona or something like that. Businesses moving here, right? Leverage that. You can mix the two together, digital and direct mail together. It's all about getting them more attention. Number 9, workshops and seminars. This is becoming more and more popular, so I would get on the bandwagon now and provide this value to your prospects and clients. So you can leverage Zoom technology like this session today to bring more value to consumers, right? You don't need a facility necessarily. You don't need to rent stuff or spend a lot of money on food and things like that to have these type of workshops and seminars. You can schedule a few per month and invite everyone you know, door knock, even to invite more people. The goal is to promote, promote, promote. A few different seminars you can do, buyer seminars, talk about interest rates, loan programs, down payments, credit education, inspections. Include your partner lenders and inspectors, right? These are great educational workshops and seminars for prospects. You're giving them value. You're building that trust. Seller seminars, talk about ways to improve home values, market stats, comps, strategic marketing, using equity to invest in other real estate or improving their home. Investing seminars. I don't think agents talk enough about investing in real estate. 94% of global millionaires became millionaires through real estate investing. 94%. Huge. Investing seminars, you could teach how to leverage equity to invest in more real estate, different types of investments, why investing in your market is lucrative, leverage HomeBot and get more homeowners in your database. If you're not leveraging HomeBot, it is an amazing platform. It's lender sponsored. So reach out to your lender. I wish Title could be part of it in that sense, but reach out to your lender. If your lender doesn't, we know several, so you can always reach out to your Rock Title sales executive to find a lender who does. But what HomeDot does is send a monthly, equity or home update for their home value every single month. What's different about them is the way that platform is set up. It's very interactive, so they can toggle things on and off. They can switch things if they have upgrades or anything like that. They have over a 50% engagement rate on the platform, which is astounding. It's amazing. So it's a great platform to be able to get more sellers on, but you could do that through these workshops and seminars. So again, picking one of these strategies and going all in for 2023, maybe you're doing a couple of these workshop or seminars a month. And I said Zoom technology because it's obviously less expensive and things like that, but there's ways that you can work with your vendors and partners to have in-person one as well. All right, number 10 might be a little untraditional and maybe a sensitive topic for some, but divorce specialist. Okay, we've all heard this before, but this could be a good way for you to tap into a niche or a market that would have multiple transactions within one contact or lead. Okay, so you can create a package or strategy for these delicate situations, become the divorce real estate professional and expert, you can build relationships with local divorce attorneys, market to them like you would to feeder markets, gain their trust through high value content, do research and create a database of all the local divorce attorneys in your area and start marketing to them and reaching out to talk about how you can support them and their clients. These are opportunities to close multiple deals from one lead, selling a home and possibly buying 2 new homes, right? You're getting divorced, you got to go live somewhere. Not all times they're both going to buy, but it creates more opportunity, again, to have multiple transactions within one opportunity. Create a list of vendors to help make the process better for your divorcing clients, right? Have tax specialists on hand ready to go, movers, lenders, inspectors, counselors. I mean, it could be a whole list of everything. Make sure your process is neutral to both parties to ensure a better experience and opportunity to serve both people so you can get the opportunity to gain their referrals. Okay. Again, it's creating that web of contacts. I empower you to put yourself in situations where you're going to meet more people, have more conversations that will lead to more success in your business. Especially, again, it's all going back to, I'm going to reach out to one divorce attorney. No, we got to 10x the rule, right? Reach out to create a whole database of every divorce attorney in your market. You're going to get bigger results for sure. Before I go to the next slide, has anybody leveraged any of these strategies in their business? Right? Workshops, direct mail, conversation, video, referrals from feeder markets, farming, open houses, your database, CMA Day challenge. Can you see yourself double down on one of these?
I've been researching direct mail, but just have not been sure where to start.
Definitely.
And I want to make sure the money, that it's worth it.
Most definitely. So I would encourage you to start with a list of your 25 VIP contacts. Could be past clients, it could be sphere of influence, right? Just start with 25. You're going to be able to grow that massively. Out of that 25, that's when you start doing the direct mail. I highly encourage you to leverage different colored envelopes. Like I had said, like it's a game changer in your open rate. You will stand out.
Yeah, I guess maybe I was thinking of it wrong. I was thinking more of like farming and that, not necessarily direct. Well, I guess it is kind of the same thing, direct mail and farming.
It is. Yeah, no, they go hand in hand. So for the farming, if you're gonna do like a subdivision or people that you don't necessarily know yet, I would, when you're going into that, be intentional of you're not just gonna send a postcard and wait for things to happen, but you're sending a postcard and then you're following up. It's the weather's nicer. You're following up door knocking. Now subdivisions are big, right? So maybe you're doing one street, both sides one day, and then going on the next. People are going to start seeing you out. You're going to put yourself in situations. People are going to be walking their animals, or they're going to be at the mailbox, right? And they're going to be like, "Oh, you're chill. I just got your mailer. I just got your postcard." Right? Starts those conversations. Maybe you're creating a group as well, a Facebook group, community group. So when you're out door knocking, you can scan this QR code. It'll take you directly to your community's Facebook group. Talks all about the HOA. You guys can go in and post like neighborhood watch things or events that are happening, things like that. And now not only are you sending direct mail, you're in the neighborhood, but now they're connected with you digitally as well. And so now that you're just in the mix, right? All they think about is Jill.
Okay, good.
So it's those things of, you have to take much bigger action to see the results. It's not just sending a postcard. That's just half the battle. There's a lot of other items you have to do in order to really make an impact on that community. And have a community event, work with your vendors and things like that to try to think of, maybe do a food drive in that direct mail. Hey, I'm doing a food drive. It's the holidays. I'm going to leave a brown paper bag. I'll be back on Wednesday at 12, picking them up. You can leave it outside your door, and we're just going to go to St. Mary's Food Bank.
Okay. All right. Good. Thanks, Justin.
Of course. Awesome, guys. Any questions? I mean, I love that Jill jumped in and talked about that. You guys have questions on any of your marketing or branding or strategies in general that you're doing or you're thinking about doing, or you just want more information on? I just want to give you guys ideas and tools and strategies that you can maybe connect with, right? It's all about finding something that you can connect with and that you're going to do consistently on a larger scale so that you can get the benefits from that. Okay, so like I said, I read this book. I posted this on Facebook. That's a photo of me 2 years ago. That after I read this book, this is the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I want to give 3 of you a copy of this if you haven't read it. So if you can email this, the email address down here, rockyou@rocktitle.com. The first 3 agents that I get an email from then tells me what strategy they're going to leverage in 2023. They're going to 10X their business 2023. I will sponsor a copy of this book for you. Again, you're just going to email rockyou@rocktitle.com. rockyou@rocktitle.com. Okay, I'll leave that up there for a second. Again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Or on strategies or anything. Awesome, guys. I appreciate you joining me on this call. Real quick, let me come over here. Let me go back here. I'm gonna close out of this one. Rock University, you can always go to rockuniversity.com. We have our podcast. You can always go and listen to new episodes there. But also the VIP All Access, just a reminder, all of our trainings are recorded. You can go there. All of our monthly assets are uploaded every single month. So you can, there's social media posts, newsletters, all that good stuff. We have a lot coming in the new year, enhancements coming to the platform and trainings I'm super excited about and we'll be able to share with you momentarily. And I just want to say, Jill is on it. Jill's getting a copy of that book. Still waiting for 2 more. rockyou@rocktitle.com. I'll see you guys in the next training. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Remember, next week there is no training because it's what? Thanksgiving. Can we believe it? Can we believe it's the end of the year? But you can always go to rockuniversity.com to see that training schedule that will be released. Edwin, do you have a question?
No, I just had a comment. Earlier, you talked about getting more business to Rock Title. I can tell you, our family of affiliates is fantastic over here in Henderson. Rock Title is the mainstay. They have our back. They work hard. They do get it all done. If you got a problem, they don't bring you the problem. They bring you a solution. So anybody that has any doubts about Rock Title, forget about it and use them because they're very well worth it.
I appreciate that. That is awesome.
They are my go-to title company for sure.
We appreciate it, Edwin. That is awesome. We are everything we can do to provide you guys value and, like you said, bring a solution. We are all for it. So really appreciate the kind words. I will make sure to pass that on to everyone and our leadership to make sure that they are aware. We really appreciate that.
Nope. You have a great day.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hope everyone, well, we know we're all going to be eating a lot. So I will see you in the next training. Thanks, guys.